Chapter 3, Section 3, Writing Algebraic Expressions. So this is where we're going to start using some words and numbers and symbols kind of all together, figuring out the difference between what some of these things mean, and then also helping with getting story problems into actual math problems. So words for addition, there's different words that you may see as you read along that mean addition. Some of those are the words sum, maybe plus, increased by. Those would all mean you need to add. For subtraction, we have difference, maybe less than, decreased by. You could say less. So less than and less are really similar to each other, but you need to keep in mind that when you say less than, if you said 25 less than 50, it would be 50 minus 25. Whereas if you said 25 less 50, it would be 25 minus 50. The other word here that I just used is minus. When you get to multiplication, we use the word product. It's kind of the official name for multiplication. You've probably heard times, 3 times 5. The words as much as. I make 7 times as much as somebody else. The other word is of. It's another word that means multiplication. When you see that in there, you can think multiplication. Division, we have quotient, per. We have 5 buses. How many people can we fit per bus? Or you have 100 people. How many people are you going to put on each bus? So how many people per bus? Divided by is another one there. So reflect, refer back to this as you are doing your homework, making sure you're using the right words and right symbols. Obviously, addition is the plus sign, subtraction minus, multiplication. We're going to stick with the dot, or if you have parentheses around something and numbers right next to it. Division, that division, we could do the division line like that. Just different options, ways to write it. So now we've got some words here. 21 people fit on a bus. If there are B buses, how many people can ride? So I kind of like to think of this as, well, if I had, sometimes I look at this B and I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. And letters are confusing in math. So let's think about this. If you have one bus, how many people can fit? Well, that's 21 people. If you have 2 buses, that's 42 people. 3 buses, 63 people. Well, what are you doing? How can you get from 1 all the way to 21? Well, I could add 20, but if I add 20 to 2, I don't get 42. So adding 20 doesn't work. The other way we could go is we could multiply by 21. If I do times 21 here, I get 42. Times 21 here, 63. So I'm going to have times 21. And then this column is my one that changes, my variable, which my variable was B. So B times 21, or you could say 21B. So it helps sometimes to replace the variable with a number, try it to see how it works, and then put the variable back in at the end. Another one. How many feet in I inches? Well, we gotta think about something. Well, let's see. If I have 12 inches, how many feet is that? That's 1 foot. So this is the inch symbol. If I have 24 inches, that's 2 feet. 36 inches, that's 3 feet. So how do I get from 12 to 1? So again, this is my I. 12 to 1. I can subtract 11. Does that work every time? No, it doesn't. So we don't want to subtract 11. I could divide by 12. Let's try it. Divide by 12. 24 divided by 12 equals 2. 36 divided by 12 equals 3. So I'm going to have divided by 12. And I take my this side, which is my variable I, and that goes on top. So I divided by 12. So being able to translate English phrases into algebraic equations. So taking words and making them symbols and numbers. Page 135, 1 through 11, 12 through 14, just do the equation. 20 through 28, evens. So you're going to do all of these here, and then you're going to do 20 through 28, only evens. When you're done with that, please work on the 3.1 to 3.3 review because we will have a quiz coming up.